You know you shouldn't, like, tell me to do that. I'll probably say something really dirty.
So Charlie, I'm going to have you talk about one topic. I'm going to have you talk about whatever you want to talk about.
No, you start talking about stuff?
Anything you want to talk about.
No prompts, no anything?
No, anything you want to talk about.
Okay.
So, G, I'm going to have you talk about whatever you want to talk about.
What? I don't know what to talk about. I need some more direction.
Just talk about whatever you want.
What?
Just talk anything you want to talk about.
What if I don't want to talk about anything?
I don't know what to talk about.
I'm kind of tired. I feel like having, I don't know what to talk about. This is kind of like random pressure. I thought you were going to ask me questions.
I don't really know. Like, I don't know how to just talk about something. Like, I feel like I need some sort of standpoint. I can't just speak. I don't want to just talk about anything. It was hard.
I don't know. Maybe I could just talk about. I want to get more into like tea, like drinking tea, and meditating, and just the idea of like becoming one with myself and like inner peace and whatnot.
Should I talk about something that affected me today? I can do that.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I saw that hashtag on Twitter, like, all Muslim lives matter. And, like, just the story of, like, those 3 people getting murdered, like, I teared up so badly because, like, my best friend's Muslim and obviously she's committed to a religion and wears a hijab. And so, like, she always gets judged for it. Like, she had a racist professor back at COC, which is in California.
Like, so I could talk about education. I'm taking a lot of like political classes. I'm taking public affairs, public policy, Max 123, and poli-sci. So I've been learning a lot about like education and comparative education. So like Finland versus the United States, which is pretty cool. Our education system sucks. It's really ineffective. The goal of the education system is to create educated citizens or democratic citizens who can vote and abide by laws, and yet we have the largest prison population and the least, like in The Economist, we have the least or the lowest political participation rate, which is like 7 point something, which is incredible because if our education system is supposed to be teaching people how to vote educatedly and our citizens aren't voting, then our education system alone based on that is failing, and then our...
I don't know. I think that's, if I had to talk about something, talk about meditation and peace and just balance.
Expand on that.
I guess I didn't really start thinking about this stuff, or I thought that this stuff like actually had an effect until like last semester when I was like, I saw like the beauty in like focusing on my breathing and how that like impacted, you know, my actual work ethic and things like that. And I also, like in my drawing class that I'm taking right now, we like do this little small form of meditation before we draw. We kind of sit there for about like 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes, and just kind of release and shed all that, you know, excess, you know, energy that we had throughout the day, whether it was good or bad. We just come in with some fresh energy before we draw. So I think that's kind of like what kind of got me on this path. I want next semester to take a meditation, or 1 credit course.
Fine, I'll just talk about myself. That seems like the easiest thing to do. Hi, my name is Jaleesa. I'm from Chicago. I go to Syracuse University, obviously. I'm a film major, freshman. Let me see. I have no particular films that I want to make. But I really like coming of age films, old classics like The Breakfast Club, stuff like that. Perks of Being a Wallflower. But I also like a lot of other different types like Quentin Tarantino, like Pulp Fiction, Django.
Yeah, but she had a racist professor. It just like makes me mad that people are still treated like that, you know? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, I think we should get past the point of like differentiating people among race and religion and stuff. Like, can we just like all get along for once? And I know that's so hippie-ish, I guess, but
It shouldn't be portrayed as hippie. It should be portrayed as being a good human being.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why people automatically judge a person because they wear a scarf around their head. Like, I don't understand how that just like automatically makes somebody a terrible person.
Freshman year's been really great so far. You guys are just gonna learn all about me, apparently. I like lots of different types of music. I feel like and I guess there's a connection between movies and like music. I don't set myself on any specific genre. Like I like all different types of music. I like alternative, hip hop, R&B, to like jazz, old school, rap. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk.
I don't know, like I never saw a reason to treat them differently. You know?
Yeah, I get that. It's a rare thing to have that part of you, like that's a part of you. Like that's not something that developed. And I mean, even if it does, it's a beautiful thing.
Thank you. I don't know.
Just to get more structured with it, and once I have it under my belt, kind of just continue it on my own. I know Hendrix Chapel does like free meditation during the mornings or whatever, so that could be something.
Prison population is rapidly increasing. We spend so much on on prisoners a year. I think the yearly cost for prisoners is like 50-something thousand. So that's pretty bad. Yeah. And then Finland is like an ideal education system because teachers, like their role of a teacher, like there's no stigma attached to teaching. So like in the United States, teachers aren't taken as seriously as they should be. They're not really seen as like as important as they are in Finland. So like in Finland, teachers are trained pretty extensively. They need a master's, and they have more of a like psychological role with the students also, where they serve to like help them with social issues or issues they're facing at home, which are usually really important to students' education, because if you have students who aren't getting the basic necessities at home, coming to school and aren't ready to learn because they're worried about like, or they haven't eaten, they haven't slept because of like situations at home, and you don't have teachers who are trained to deal with situations like that, then again, our education system is just set up to fail. So that's something, I guess, that is important to me that I've been learning about recently.